Hello, welcome back. And in this lesson, we're going to continue learning about the JWT token. And one thing that I wanted to show now, it is that last time we just look at the key ID in order to retrieve a public key, and we used a end certificate endpoint to retrieve it, right? So, but I want to show you guys that there is other ways to retrieve public certificates, and in order to validate the token signature. And this we have an example here. It is this way. If you see this token, they don't have the key ID, but instead we have another entry here, which is X5T. And this has a value here. And if you read what the label that is the JWT.io is saying, it is that is a fingerprint SHA-256. And this is a fingerprint for identify this public certificate. And as you can see here, we have this other entries here, right? So you can use this and retrieve from here if you have a endpoint to retrieve. But this fingerprint, it's used not with the endpoint, search endpoint, but instead, this is fingerprint. It's used to retrieve a public certificate from a local trust store. What is local trust store? I'm going to give you an example. I have one trust store here. And the trust store, it's a file. It's a type of file or format or package that you can package multiple certificates inside it. So then you can actually retrieve your public certificate from that given trust store. We are going to learn a little bit more about the trust store and key store later in the course when you are managing certificate. But for now, you need to know that trust stores is also a source where you can retrieve certificate from in order to validate the token signature. Okay, let's have a quick look here on this trust store. And this trust store has a password to open it. So that's why it is a kind of package that you can share safely public certificates. This here, it will be only public certificates. And from here, you can see a list of certificates, right? So, and in order to retrieve any from here, you will need to have a fingerprint to pick up one specific certificate here. And that's where that X5T it's used for, okay? And another way of retrieving it, it actually give the certificate in the token itself. So you can see here that this token, it is a big one, and it is big because it contains the public certificate in the token header itself. And you can see that is not only one, but it's a list of certificate that it's called full chain certificate. So it is a token that contain a multiple certificates, and you can use it to actually verify the token. One extra step that you need to do here, since the certificate is in the token itself, and this whole thing could be just, let's say, faked by a malicious software or someone. And what you need to do extra in this process when to validate the signature, it is actually validate the certificate itself. And how to validate the certificate? It is you need to validate the certificate against a certified authority or against a root certificate or the certificate that was used to generate the certificate. We are going to see all that on the coming lessons when you are managing certificates. So don't worry for now. You just need to know that's one way of passing this is of giving of, let's say, retrieve certificate to validate your token, and can be actually from the token itself, or from a trusted store, or for OADC endpoint. So have this kind of three major ways to retrieve the certificates. And it's basically that I want to share with you guys on this lesson. and let's try to code a little bit all these options so you can learn it better. Okay, so see you next lecture.